welcome everyone. We're here at West Fargo High School where the West Fargo Packers are going to be taking on the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. There's about 3:30 here until game time, so we'll go over a quick synopsis of these two teams so far this year. The Packers are 14-3 in the EDC, and overall they're ranked at number 2 in the EDC. And their last game, which was this past Tuesday here at West Fargo High School, they won 74-63 versus Shanley. The leading scorer in that game was Brett Limke with 18 points. The leading rebounder was Carter Biernkon with 11 rebounds. He was also the leading assister with 6 assists. Overall, they were 47% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 67% from free throw, with 3 steals and 19 turnovers. Their next game will be back here at home versus Wahpeton on Tuesday, February 23rd. So next Tuesday, we'll be covering that one. Cody and I will be having C, JV, and varsity, with the varsity game being at 7:30, but coverage will start at 4:15. As for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, they are 5-12 in the EDC and 5-13 overall. They are ranked number 8 currently in the EDC. Their last game was against Cheyenne, where they lost 80-62. Their leading scorer was Zachary Kraft with 19 points. Their leading rebounder was Carter Bryan with 11 rebounds, and their leading assister was Payne Parks with 4 assists. Overall, they were 38% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, and 71% from free throw, with 7 steals and 15 turnovers. Now, the last time these two met, it was in Grand Forks, as that is where the Grand Forks Red River Rough Rider girls and West Fargo Packer girls are going to be facing off tonight in Grand Forks. But the last time these two met, the Packers won 83-72. The leading scorer for those games for the Packers was Biernkot with 21. The leading rebounder would be Nelson with 10, and the leading assister would be Limke with 3. Overall, they were 45% from the floor, 35% from three-point range, and 70% from free throw, with 12 steals and 9 turnovers. For the Rough Riders, the leading scorer was Parks with 27. He was also the leading rebounder with 10 rebounds and the leading assister with 4 assists. They were 54% from the floor, 29% from three-point range, 88% from free throw, with 7 steals and 23 turnovers. Before we get going much further here, we want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. Again, they make these broadcasts available to you, so if you see them out in the community, you go to their businesses, or you want to write them a quick little thank you note, just to let them know how much you appreciate the fact that they support high school athletics here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. To go over what some upcoming broadcasts that we're going to be having for you, starting tomorrow, we have a swim and dive meet here. We'll have Davies versus North. That'll be starting at 11 a.m. Then we'll have Perm versus DGF in girls basketball starting at 12 p.m. Then we'll have Fargo Davies versus Bismarck Blizzard in girls hockey at 7 p.m. And that should be a good game, as Fargo Davies are ranked number 2 in the state, and Bismarck Blizzard are ranked number 3. As previously, Fargo Davies went up to Bismarck and had a nice win over the Bismarck Blizzard early. So it's going to be nice to see if the Bismarck Blizzard come out with a little bit of revenge. You can also not forget, Packer fans, that tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the Packer boys will be facing off against the Fargo Davies boys for the state qualifier game. So be prepared, and if you're looking for a good game to watch, keep your eye on that one. We want to remind you that if we have the national anthem sung by a student, we will stay here. Otherwise, we will have to go to a commercial break. Not because we want to, just because of some copyright issues with YouTube. So we wish you could be here, but for now, we are actually going to turn it over to our PA announcer and get started with the beginning of this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's basketball game between the visiting Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders battling your West Fargo Packers. This game between the Riders and the Packers will be played under the strictest code of good sportsmanship. Fans are asked to be positive supporters for the respective teams and to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout the contest. Participants are asked to be positive role models and remember that you represent your school and community by your actions. Please help us to be number 1 in good sportsmanship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask everyone.
And with that, we're going to be going to a commercial break.
And stand at attention with your right hand over your heart and remove any headwear as we honor America with the playing of our national.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Starting lineups for tonight's games. First, our visitors, the Red River Rough Riders. Starting the post, the 6'4" senior, number 0, Carter Stinson. Starting the guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 1, Zach Kraft. Starting the guard, a 6'3" junior, number 2, Payne Parks. Starting the guard, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Brady McQuillan. And starting the post, a 6'5" sophomore, number 5, Carter Byron. Head coach is Kirby Crafting. He's assisted by Kelby Crafting, Clinton Sen, and Scott Amora. And now introducing the starting lineup for your West Fargo Packers. Starting in the guard, a 6'1" junior, number 11, Brett Limke. Starting in the guard, a 5'11" junior, number 12, Parker Nelson. Starting a forward, a 6'5" senior, number 22, Joel Pease. Starting the forward, a 6-foot junior, number 23, Jaden Repstra. And starting the forward, a 6'5" senior, number 33, Carter Birrentott.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go back over here the starting lineups for both teams. You have, for the Rough Riders, you have 0 Stinson, 1 Kraft, 2 Parks, 3 McQuillan, and 5 Byron. For the Packers, you have 11 Limke, 12 Nelson, 22 Pease, 23 Grefsrud, and number 33 Bierenkott. As no Hagerly tonight here for the West Fargo Packers, so Grefsrud is getting the start for him as we have Bierenkott and Stinson facing off here in the middle, and just like that, this game is going. Packers get the ball first. Limke with the ball as he crosses half court there at the Packer Bowl, gives it off to Pease. Bierenkott drives against Stinson, blocked there, has a nice job on Stinson, getting his arms up in the air, causing the ball to not to go in as McQuillan gets the rebound. Stinson brings the ball up good. Nice pass there from Stinson down to Byron, but no good. Packers come away with it. Grefsrud with the ball here at the top, passes it to Pease. Guarded there by Byron, as it looks like the Rough Riders are going to be staying in a man-to-man defense here against the Packers to start things out. Limke with the jumper, and he gets the first points for the Packers. So Brett Limke gets the first 2 points as the Packer parents are finally able to sit down, as we're going to be seeing here if Red River can respond. Kraft with the ball, hands it back to McQuillan, who's guarded by Nelson. Tough D going on right away here by Nelson. As we've spoken earlier, Cody, Nelson is a player that has a great ambition and heart in this game. He never really gives up. And that's going to be deep one, and it's just off the mark. So Kraft almost gets that one to fall, but no good. and Packers will come away with it. Limke with the ball at the top of the key. Has some nice moves to get around his defenders. Goes coast to coast and lays that one in. So score now is 4-0 with about 16:40 here to go in the first half. As we apologize, there's no scoreboard tonight, so we're doing radio style. McQuillan with the ball as he's able to save it. Gives it back in there to Byron. Over there to Kraft, who thought about it but doesn't go for it. And back here to Parks. McQuillan for three, and that one is no good. Pease comes away with the rebound. 16:15 here on the game clock. Parker Nelson thought about the three, pulls it out, gives it back to Pease, back to Nelson, who's gonna drive. Nice job there by Parker Nelson, was a nice little underneath circus type shot and gets the bucket to fall. It's 6-0 here, Packers up with 16 minutes here on the game clock. As we have Kraft drive the ball down. Nice handles there by Kraft. He's able to cause Nelson and Limke to both kind of skirt around him. As Parks is going to go all the way in and no good. But rebounds his own basketball. And that's going to be a foul there on the Packers. So Parks is going to be going to the line to shoot two. So that's going to be Carter Bierenkott's first personal. And the first team foul here of this first half. The Packers, again, with their first team foul. And Carter Bierenkott with his first personal. Payne Park's first one is no good. Still 6-0 here at West Fargo High School with about 15:48 to go on the clock. So Payne Parks gets the first points here for Red River, makes it 6-1 with 15:45 on the clock as Limke's got the ball. Screen set there by Nelson. No good, gives it out to Grefstrud. Again, Grefstrud making his start tonight because there is no Carson Hagerly as Joel Pease' shot is well short. But it looks like Grefstrud's going to be able to save that one, which he does. Nice hustle there by Grefstrud as Limke got away with a travel there, but Joel Pease' shot is going to go up, but no good. Nice rebound there by Byron, who's going to hand it over to Parks as Parks is going to cross that half-court line, guarded there by Grefstrud. Kraft with the ball at the top of the key. Over there to McQuillan. Over to Kraft on the far side or along that Packers bench. Gives it up here to Parks at the top of the key. 13 seconds on the shot clock. As we're going to see Byron go, what tries to be all the way, and they're going to say, I believe, no shot, no shot. So foul's on the ground, so that's going to be a foul there on Jaden Grefstrud. So his first personal and the second team foul, and the Rough Riders are going to get the ball underneath the basket. McQuillan handing the ball here tonight. That's given to Kraft. As Cody, we mentioned earlier, most of the players here on this Red River Rough Rider team are sporting the mustaches.
Yes, they are. We noticed that doing our pregame.
Kraft with the ball, has some nice handles there to get open for three. Kraft's ball is just short, rebounded there by Bierenkott as Limke's going to take the ball up the court at a full speed. No slowing him down. He's going to look to go all the way, but no good. No foul on that one either. Nice job there by Byron, not causing the foul. Parks to Kraft for three. And that was just off the mark, but it looks like McQuillan's going to come away with it, which he does. Rebounded by McQuillan, and it's Kraft with the ball yet again. Given down low there to Stinson, guarded by Parker Nelson. That's going to be a height difference here. That's just being the advantage point of Stinson, and that is not the call that Packer fans were wanting. So Packers pick up their third team foul as Parker Nelson picks up his first personal. So 6-1 here at West Fargo High School, as Stinson's going to go to the line to shoot two. Stinson makes it 6-2 with 14:21 left here on the game clock. Make that 6-3, so Stinson drops it down to a one-possession ball game here. And we continue to go. Joel Pease adds another 2 points and makes it 8-3. 14-12 on the shot, or on the clock, excuse me. Payne Parks with the ball as he's going to take control here for the Rough Riders. Crosses that half-court line. Carter Bierenkott on the defense, as the Packers are also going to be looking like they're maybe going to be in a man-to-man, which I believe they are. So Packers and Rough Riders both in that man-to-man defense, as we've seen handles there by Kraft. Nice backdoor cut there by Stinson, and he makes it 8-5 here at West Fargo High School with 13:45 on the clock. As that was just beautiful ball movement, as that was nice. Joel Pease was wide open down low, just not able to get that one to fall, but good job by Jaden Grefstrud getting in there and getting the rebound, but they're going to say no foul on the shot, so instead it's going to be on the floor. So Stinson is going to pick up his first personal and first team foul with 13:39 on the clock. Packers are going to have the ball underneath. The score is 8-5. Packers leading by 3. Carter Bierenkot gets it, and I believe they're going to say it was last touch by Bierenkot, which it is. So Stinson causes the turnover, and it's going to be Red River ball. Both teams coming out doing a good job here defensively, as we see Kraft uses handles yet again to slow down Brett Limke. Parks with the ball. Again, Parks was the leading scorer in their last game. As that one is no good. Carter Bierenkot's going to come away with the rebound and get that one to corral into him as Limke's got the ball. Gives it to Grefsrud on the near side. Back to Bierenkot, guarded there by Stinson, as that's going to be a fun matchup to watch tonight as Bierenkot goes all the way and gets the basket to fall. So Carter Bierenkot gets his first points of the night and makes it 10-5 here as the Packers double up on the Rough Riders. Kraft with the ball, gives it to a wide open McQuillan. No good. He might have got away with a travel there as he jumped a little bit, but they're not going to call it. Peyton Parks with the ball here on the near side. He goes for the 3, and that one's just a little short, rebounded there by Limke. As it looks like the Rough Riders are not going to start too hard on that pressure until once the Packers get past that half-court line. And just like that, Joel Pease gets his second basket of the night and makes it 12-5 here with 12:35 to go in this first half at West Fargo High School. Packers with the lead. McQuillan with it. Nice cut there by Byron, and he's almost able to get that one in, but gets his own rebound and pops that one back in. So Byron's able to make it 12-7 and get it back to a 2-possession ball game here. As that was just nice ball movement there by Byron. I believe it was Stinson earlier who had the nice backdoor cut there that got the Rough Riders 2 points as well. As Bierenkot has a nice little spin move and is able to add 2 points on the Packers side of the scoreboard to make it 14-7 with 12 minutes to go. Parks with the ball. Both teams not deciding to really put on a lot of that pressure until once they get down past that half court mark. It's going to be interesting to see if that will continue throughout this game. Parks with the ball on the near side. He's going to drive, goes into the paint. Pease with his hands straight up, but Payne Parks is able to get that one to fall, and he makes it 14-9 as we just go past 11:45 on the clock. And that's going to be the second team foul here on Red River, so Stinson's going to pick up his second personal at the 11:40 mark here in the first half, as Stinson will take a seat on the bench, and Arison will be coming in for the Rough Riders. Packers up by 5, 14-9 with 11:40 to go on the game clock. Nice little hook shot there by Joel Pease as he makes it 16-9. Kraft's coming back here with some energy, trying to get past Limke, which he's able to do. Gives it back to, he tries to give it to Payne Parks, and that one's just miscommunication there between Parks and Kraft, and Packers will come away with it. Brett Limke is going to throw up the little floater, no good, rebounded by Parks, as Red River got lucky on that one. Parks is going to go all the way, and that one is able to roll in. So Payne Parks is able to get 2 points and makes it 16-11 here with 11 minutes to go in this first half. Nice cut there by Parker Nelson, who's going to get the 2 points, maybe, but no good. But nice rebound there by Jaden Grasser, who's had 2 very essential offensive rebounds here. And just like that, he gives the ball to Brett Limke, and he's able to throw down a 3. So it's 19-11 with 10:45 here to go. Packers up by 8. Parks with the ball. He's going to try to drive, no good. Gives it back to Kraft. Kraft for the little floater. That one's just off the mark, off the front of the rim. Rebounded there by Pease. Up there to Bierenkot. As it's back to Limke at the top of the key. Limke's going to look to maybe drive. Given to Grefsrud, who thought about the 3 but doesn't go for it. Back to Limke. Over to Nelson. Down to the far corner there to Joel Pease. Back to Limke. Over to the top to Grefsrud. Again, no Carson Hagerly tonight here for the Packers, as Jaden Grefsrud got the start because Carson Hagerly is out for this game. So a missed shot there for the Packers, and the Rough Riders come away with the rebound. So 19-11, we're just hitting that 10-minute mark in this first half. Kraft for 3, and that one's tipped and blocked by Bierenkot. So Kraft doesn't go for 3, but instead he's going to go for 2, and he gets that instead. Nice job by McQuillan finding the open man, and Kraft getting the basket to fall. So 19-13 with 9:45 on the game clock. As I believe they're going to call, they're going to call a timeout. So Coach Adam Puchowski and the West Fargo Packers are going to call a timeout, as the score here is 19-13. Packers with a lead with 9:40 to go on the game clock. We'll be back right after this break.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back, everyone. 19-13, Packers lead with 9:40 on the game clock. Inbounded there to Limke, as Caden Zepeda just wasn't looking for that one, and McQuillan's going to take the ball away. So Zepeda's going to make his first appearance of the night for the Packers. As McQuillan, Kraft, Byron, Parks, and Arison are going to stay in here for the Rough Riders. Parks thought about the three, but gives it back to Kraft instead. Over there to McQuillan. McQuillan's going to be guarded by Parker Nelson, and Arison's going to give the dump down there to Byron, and that one's just blocked there by Joel Pease. So Joel Pease using his height to his advantage, as Joel Pease in this book is at 6'9", but when you look for Carter Byron, he's at a 6'5". There might be a few extra inches given there to Joel Pease, but it's going to be a good matchup there tonight as well. So Joel Pease does a nice defensive play as we get under that 9-minute mark, and Pease goes for three, but that was just a little too strong. Rebound there by Parks, and the Rough Riders get the ball.
You know, Kenley, I was just thinking it's a block party here at West Fargo High School, as we've seen a block by Joel Pease and Carter Barroncott.
There you go. Back at it with the dad jokes. I like it on a Friday night. Arison with the ball here at the top of the key was dead, but was able to get it off to Kraft. 19-13 still with 8:25. But McQuillan's three is in and good, and McQuillan makes it 19-16. Only a 3-point difference and a one-possession ball game here, as the Rough Riders are making a little bit of a comeback. As no foul called there, and that's not exactly what Carter Barroncott or the West Fargo Packer fans wanted. But they're going to say it was clean, and a turnover there for the Packers, as they are going to say Joel Pease did foul on that one. So Joel Pease is going to pick up his first personal, and the I believe it's going to be the fourth team foul for the Packers, as Red River currently has 2 team fouls. Both of those fouls do belong to Carter Stinson. As Parks is able to make it 19-17, as Byron's going to come out, and Kruger is going to come in here for the Rough Riders. So Payne Parks makes it a 1-point difference here, 19-18, with that 8-minute mark just hitting the game clock. As we're going to see if the Packers are able to respond. Limke with the ball, gives it to Nelson. Pass out there to Zepeda, over to Barroncott near the top of the key, guarded there by Arison. Back to Limke. Limke is going to go for the three, and that one's just off the mark, but it's going to be rebounded there by Arison, as the Packers maybe kind of had a chance, but Kraft's going to come away with it. Slows things down a little bit for the Rough Riders. Gives it back to McQuillan. McQuillan was just hot from outside that three-point area. Nice job there by Payne Parks. Again, another backdoor cut by the Rough Riders, and Red River takes their first lead of the night, making it 20-19 with 7:20 on the game clock. Nice pass there from Nelson to Zepeda. Was a little close to that, going on that line, but Carter Barroncott makes it 21-20, and the Packers retake that 1-point lead. Ball up here to Arison on the near side. Given back there to Parks. Zepeda on the defense right now. Kraft has the ball. Over to McQuillan in the far corner. Parks with the ball. Parks gives it to Arison in the corner for three. And that's nothing but net. As Arison gets another three and gets a 2-point advantage here against the West Fargo Packers, making it 23-21 with 6:40 to go on the game clock. Zepeda thought about the three, but doesn't go for it. Instead, it's Limke for three. That one's just off the mark, but nice rebound there by Parker Nelson. Dishes it to Carter Bierencott, who had the right idea of giving it to Joel Pease, but good job by Payne Parks just reading the situation and then calling a timeout on the floor. So it's going to be a timeout by a player. So timeout is going to be called, and we'll be back right after this break.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
And welcome back, everyone. 21-23, Red River is up with 6:29 left on the game clock here at West Fargo High School. McQuillan is able to corral the ball in and get past Zepeda as he's crossing that half-court line. Parks is able to get, as we saw, he had a tremendous backdoor cut, and again, that one is a clear foul on that one, as Limke really had no other choice because Kraft was wide open underneath the basket. So Kraft is going to go to the line to shoot two as the Packers pick up their fifth team foul, and Limke picks up his first personal. Kraft nails the first one, extends the Rough Rider lead to 3. And make that a 4-point lead here for the Rough Riders. Before we go much further here in this first half, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson and Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. They make these broadcasts possible to you, so please give them a big thank you for supporting high school athletics here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, as Payne Parks makes it 27-21 with a high arcing layup that's able to go in, as that's going to be Packer ball. Last touch there by McQuillan. So as I mentioned earlier, 27-21, Red River with the lead with 5:50 to go on the clock, as Ryan Muselar comes in here for the Rough Riders, as does Byron, and Bierencott comes in here for the Packers. Zepeda with the ball, guarded there by Muselar. Gives it back there to Nelson on the near side on top of the key. Bierencott with the ball. Muselar falls down, and he's able to get the two to go in. So Carter Bierencott makes it 23-27. Two-possession ball game here, West Fargo High School. Packers down by 4. 5:30 finally hitting that mark on the clock.
And you know, Kenley, that's exactly what the Packers need to do. Leave it in the hands of the senior Carter Bierencott to take this game over, given that Hagerly's out tonight. And maybe look to Limke and even Parker Nelson just to take this game over and get them back in.
And that's going to be Muselar for the 3, but that one's going to be off. Excuse me, that's going to be Kruger for the 3. So Kruger's 3 is off the mark, and Packers come back with it. Back up there to Nelson for 3 for the Packers. That one's a little too strong, but rebounded there by Bierencott. Nice offensive rebound by Bierencott, as he's just going to spin one way, then decide to go the other and add another 2. And just like that, it's a 2-point difference here at West Fargo High School. Red River leads 27-25 with 4:45 on the game clock. McQuillan with the ball, gives it to Parks. Back to McQuillan, who's going to maybe drive, but goes no instead. Back to Parks here on the near side, guarded by Nelson. As Parks just loses it, but it's going to be Byron who picks it back up. Nice defensive play there by Parker Nelson, who's in some severe pain, as he got nailed in the face there by Byron, but it looks like he'll be okay. As Brett Limke is going to slow things down until his teammate can get down onto the other end of the court. And I believe that's going to be off the shoe of Muselar, which it is. So,
I don't know if it's me, Kenley, but it seems like every time we do a boys basketball game, Nelson either gets poked in the eye or poked in the face.
Yeah, there's usually a bloody nose in one of the games, as looks like Pease came back in here for Nelson, as there's less than 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Limke says that's all right, and drains the 3 and gives the Packers back a 1-point lead, 28-27. Given there to Kraft, who's now dead. Given back to Byron in the far corner. As Kraft goes for the deep three and drains it. He says to Brett Lemke, what you can do, I can do too. And it's back to a 2-point difference game here. Red River with the lead, 30-28. 3:39 on the game clock. Zepeda with the ball. He's going to look to drive, but there's going to be a foul call there. I believe it's going to be on Kraft. As that's good sportsmanship there between Byron and Zepeda, along with, I believe that was number 11, so Arison. And I say this every game, Cody, but sportsmanship is something I take very much a high standard about. When you're respectful not only to other teams' teammates, but also to the other team's coaches and the officials, it surely means a lot to me, and it's always a great thing to see here in high school sports.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kenley. And I was kind of getting nervous there. I thought you were going to forgot about your sportsmanship spiel.
Oh, never, never. So that's going to be a foul on Arison. So Red River's going to pick up their 4th team foul. Arison's going to get his first personal. And the Packers get a reset on the shot clock. Joel Pease for the nice little jumper. No good. Rebounded there by Arison. So it's 28-30. Red River with the lead. 3:20 here to go on the game ball. Guarded by Zepeda. Does a nice job getting around the screen by Parks. Muslin wanted to get away with maybe a call on a foul on that one, but instead they're going to want to get a travel. But later on, Muslin's going to pick up the travel anyways. So, Musalar is going to pick up the travel and get a turnover there for the Rough Riders, as McQuillan will come back in for the Rough Riders. Bjornkott with the ball, and I believe they're going to be calling a body. Yep, so it's going to be a body called there on, I believe that's going to be Byron. Actually, it's going to be number 11, so it's going to be Arison. So Arison's going to pick up his 2nd personal in about a matter of minutes, if that, as Red River also picks up their 5th team foul, but it looks like the Packers are going to pick up their their 6th team foul, with Joel Pease picking up his 2nd personal, as he got an offensive foul there against the Rough Riders. So turnover there for the Packers, definitely not what you want with about under 3 minutes. We have 2:55 on the game clock. And they are down by 2, 30-28. Red River is leading. Kraft with the ball. He's going to move around, give it to McQuillan, who's at the top of the key, guarded there by Zepeda. Over to Payne Parks. Parks thought about the jumper, no good. Kraft thought about the 3, nope. Parks for 3 instead. And that one's in. As Parks makes it 33-28. With 2:30 here on the game clock. Dumps it out to Zepeda. Thought about going down low to Joel Pease, but doesn't. Gives it back to Bjornkott on the near side. Dumps down to Grefsrud. Again, there's no Hagerly tonight for the Packers, as that shot is off the mark there by Joel Pease, but rebounded by Limke, as Zepeda goes for 3, and he got the toilet bowl spin to go in and down. So Caden Zepeda with his first points of the night and makes it 31-33. Packers down by 2. And just like that, Kraft says, not so fast. And he hustles down and has a nice 3 as he makes it 36-31 as we just get under that 2-minute mark. 1:52 on the game clock. Bjornkott with the ball, trying to see what he can do. Gives it back to Zepeda, who's going to look to go all the way, but instead tosses it there to Limke. That one's just off the mark, but rebounded there by Grefsrud. No foul called, and now it is going to be called. So I believe Grefsrud is going to go to line to be shooting 2.
You know, that's just great effort there by Jaden Grefsrud. He's stepping in, starting in the absence of Hagerly, but look at him. He tried to get 2-3 shots. He didn't get the shot to go, but now he's at the line shooting the free throws. That's just great effort and not wanting to give up.
Kruger is going to come in the game here for Byron, as Nelson is going to come in the game here for Pease. As it was Byron who was called on that last foul. He picked up his first personal, but gave the Red River their 6th team foul. Both teams now with 6 team fouls, as Grefsrud's not able to hit either of his free throws. As it stays 36-31, 1:30 here to go in this first half. Kraft with the ball. Doing a nice job with his ball handling skills, which he has done all game. Definitely showing that he kind of takes the right point, being that point guard. As Kruger's shot is just off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded by Limke, who's going to hustle the ball up the court. Giving to Bjornkott, who thought about the 3 but doesn't go for it. Had a nice little spin move back to Zepeda. He's going to look to drive, dumps it down to Limke. And, you know, Cody, if I'm Coach Adam Polcheski right now, I'm saying Zepeda needs to take that shot. You're already all the way down there. See if you can take the shot. You'll most likely draw the foul, and you get the chance to go to the line. So Packers unable to convert. McQuillan with the ball here on the near side. 54 seconds left to go in this first half. Red River 36, Packers 31. As we've got Arison with the ball, dumps it down there to Kruger. Back out to the top to Kraft, to McQuillan for three. And that's nothing but net. So 31-39, Packers down by 8 with 30 seconds here to go in this first half. As that was just beautiful ball movement there by the Red River Rough Riders. And that's just a bad pass there by Limke. And they're going to get a foul called now, and they're going to put that foul there. I believe that's going to be on Caden Zepeda. So that's going to be the Packers' 7th team foul, which means the Rough Riders are going to go line to shoot the 1-and-1, as I believe it's going to be Caden Zepeda who comes away with that foul, which he does, as he picks up his first personal. So, Cody, Packers getting a little bit sloppy here near the end of this first half.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for Zepeda. Zepeda saw the loose ball, tried to get in and take that away, but he was just called for the foul there with the contact.
As we're getting some substitutions in here for the Packers here as Peace comes in, and we had a substitution for the Rough Riders as well as Byron came in. As Kruger is able to extend the lead to 9. Make that 10. So 31-41. Red River's up by 10 here with 22.5 seconds left to go on the clock as Muzalar comes in here for the Rough Riders. Limke with the ball, gets around McQuillan. As they're going to double team, which they do a nice job, but Packers able to break it. Joe Pease with the ball, see if he can dump it down there to Bierkop, but no, he's going to give it to Brett Limke instead, and Brett Limke drains the 3 and gives the Packers a little bit of hope before they go into halftime. McQuillan's 3 is up and off the front. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. So 34-41. Red River is up here as we go into halftime. We'll be back right after this quick break from our sponsors.
Whether you are looking to refinance your current mortgage and save or purchase a new home, Sean Carlson with Town & Country Credit Union can help. With over 15 years of mortgage experience, he is an expert on VA, FHA, USDA, first-time home buyer, and conventional home loans and can help determine the best loan product to fit your needs. His borrowers agree, saying, Sean was a pleasure to work with and made the entire mortgage process easy. I highly recommend him. Ready to check out how Sean and Town & Country Credit Union can help make your financial life easy? Stop by one of our 6 convenient Fargo, West Fargo locations or visit townandcountry.org today. From free checking accounts to auto loans to commercial and ag loans and, of course, home loans, Town & Country Credit Union has the low loan rates, flexible terms, low fees, and personal service you deserve. See for yourself how much you might save. Apply online today at townandcountry.org. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different, it is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Davies working left to right. They set up and damn with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
And welcome back, everyone. 5 minutes and counting here to go in halftime. Red River leads 41-34 as they just kind of came out there pretty darn hot from beyond that three-point arc near the end of that first half. To give you an update on the previous games here, the C Squad game, the Packers won 62-56, and in the JV game, the Packers also won 94-59. We'll also give you an update from Grand Forks, where the Rough Riders are taking on the Packers in girls basketball. The halftime score is Grand Forks 25, West Fargo 24, so keep your eyes open for the final on that one as well. Again, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. Again, they make these broadcasts and streams possible to you, so please, if you know of them, or you go to their businesses, or you want to write them a thank you note, please give them a big thank you for supporting high school athletics here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Again, we want to remind you on some upcoming games we have coming up here on Magnitude to finish out the weekend here on February 20th, which is going to be Saturday, which is tomorrow. We'll have Davies versus North in boys swim and dive, and that will be at 11, so keep your eyes open for that one. We'll then have Perm versus DGF in girls basketball, which will be at 12. That'll be CJB and varsity. And then we'll have Fargo Davies versus the Bismarck Blizzard in girls hockey at 7, as that should be a good one, as that is Fargo Davies ranked number 2 in the state versus the Bismarck Blizzard ranked number 3 in the state. So keep your eyes open for that one as well. We'd also like to show you where you can find us online. You can go to msportsnet.com, and then if you're looking to get a DVD, you can go to msportsnet.com/DVD. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram. You can tweet us out or send us a message on Instagram. If you're watching on YouTube, you're also able to watch on Facebook as well. And if you're watching on Facebook, you're able to watch on YouTube. As for games on demand, we have an archive here of games that are possible for you to get if you had an amazing game, a slam dunk, like I always had in my games. But we ask that you just give us time to process the order and due time for shipping. But make sure if you have any of those special moments in a game that you can get those on demand. We also just want to give a big shout out here to the fact that it's a really busy weekend here in the state of North Dakota, as I believe we have wrestling finishing up this weekend, maybe today or tomorrow, as the state wrestling tournament is happening at the Fargo Dome as we speak. We've got EDC hockey games and state qualifying games going on tomorrow, as Packer fans, the boys hockey team is going to be facing Fargo Davies at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So if you're looking for that one, make sure you stay aware for that. So it's going to be a fun next few weeks here. We've got about 2 more regular season games here at West Fargo High School before we switch to the EDC coverage, which we are hoping we can get with the help of some sponsors. So with that, there's about 1:50 left in halftime. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Whether you are looking to refinance your current mortgage and save or purchase a new home, Sean Carlson with Town & Country Credit Union can help. With over 15 years of mortgage experience, he is an expert on VA, FHA, USDA, first-time home buyer, and conventional home loans and can help determine the best loan product to fit your needs. His borrowers agree, saying, Sean was a pleasure to work with and made the entire mortgage process easy. I highly recommend him. Ready to check out how Sean and Town & Country Credit Union can help make your financial life easy? Stop by one of our 6 convenient Fargo, West Fargo locations or visit townandcountry.org today. From free checking accounts to auto loans to commercial and ag loans and, of course, home loans, Town & Country Credit Union has the low loan rates, flexible terms, low fees, and personal service you deserve. See for yourself how much you might save. Apply online today at townandcountry.org. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
And here we are getting down to the beginning of this second half here at West Fargo High School. Red River leads 41-34. As we kind of have a weird thing happening this weekend here as we're having football in February as the NDSU Bison are going to be playing on Sunday and the UND Fighting Hawks are going to be playing this Saturday. So it's going to be fun. I think my mom maybe got maybe a weekend or 2-weekend break of no football, and now it's right back. So my dad's got to be pretty happy, and I'll admit I'm pretty happy too. So not much of a break there at my house. As we're going to get going here. Same starters for both teams. We got McQuillan, Parks, Kraft, Stinson, and Byron for the Rough Riders. You have Nelson, Bierncott, Limke, Grefstrud, and Pease for the Packers.
You know, Kenley, you got to think the Rough Riders head coach has got to be pretty happy going into halftime. They got a nice lead here over Packers, and I think they just got to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, considering the fact that the Packers were undefeated not that long ago, this would be a really, really big upset for the Grand Forks Red River to come away with a win. They're only 5-12 in the EDC and 5-13 overall compared to the Packers, who are 14-3 in the EDC and overall. So this would be a big upset tonight here if the Grand Forks Red River is able to come here to West Fargo, play the game they're continuing to play right now, and come away with a win against the West Fargo Packers.
And, you know, Kenley, just speaking about the Packers, I just feel like they're playing so timidly. Like we all know, Hagerly's not here tonight, but, you know, they got to acknowledge that, and somebody else has got to step up. Get it to Pease, get it to Bierncott. There's a lot of great players on this team, and they just got to start just playing and see if somebody else. I'd like to see Grefstrud step up and get some points as well.
And just like that, Bierncott was able to make it 36-41, but McQuillan makes it 36-44. And we just hit the 17-minute mark here on the game clock. Limke with the ball here. Looks like he's going to go all the way. Shot is just off the mark, but rebounded there by Joel Pease. Back to Limke on the far side. He tries to move around McQuillan, doesn't get it, but nice pass there to Jaden Grefstrud, and that one almost goes in. So Jaden Grefstrud's going to go to the line and shoot too, as he just did exactly what you said, Cody, and he stepped up and was able to give an opportunity for some points to go on his side of the scoreboard.
Yeah, I like that shot, Kenley. You know, he didn't get it to go, but he's just got to capitalize these free throws here. And what a beautiful pass from Brett Limke. Great vision by Limke to find Grefstrud on the back door and draw the foul.
As we could see Adam Polcheski there in the background telling Grefstrud to just extend his shot just a little more, and with that, Grefstrud is able to go 1 for 2 and make it 37-44. 16:48 on this game clock. Double team there in the corner between Bierncott and Limke, but McQuillan is going to come away with the ball for the Rough Riders. Gives it over here to Parks at the top of the key. Again, in the last game, Kraft was the leading scorer, but in their last time against playing against the Packers, Parks led in all categories, leading with 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists for his team. As so far tonight, he has 14 and leads Red River. The leading scorer so far for the Packers is going to be Brett Limke with 13. Close behind him is Carter Bierncott with 12. Kraft's shot is off the mark. Excuse me, rebounded there by Limke. And that's going to be given there to Nelson. We're going to see if Nelson can do something. It goes over there to Grefstrud. Back to Bierncott. Bierenkot thought about it, gonna move his way around, and he gets the bucket to fall. Nice move there by Bierenkot, working around Stinson and getting the 2 points to make it a 5-point differential. So now it's a 2-possession ball game here. 44-39, Red River leads with 16 minutes left to go in this second half. Both teams with one team foul, in this second half, as McQuillan's shot, I believe, is off the mark, and that's rebounded by the Packers. Given there to Bierenkot, as Bierenkot's going to look to get that ball to go in, and he does. So the scoop layup is able to go down, and now it's a 3-point ball game, 41-44. Packers down by 3 with 15:40 to go in the second half. And Stinson's just not going to be able to corral that one in, and that's going to be a turnover there for the Rough Riders.
And just like that, Kenley, I think the Packers heard me. You saw it. Grefstrud get that foul. He's getting boards, and Bierenkot's just going to the line and giving us all the Carter Bierenkot show. As
Stinson did take a much-deserved break on the bench as Kruger came in here for the Rough Riders. And they're going to call a block on, I think that's going to be Aronson, and it is. So Aronson also entered the game as he's going to pick up his second personal. His third personal, but also the second team foul of the night here for the Packers. And that one's going to be a little controversial because Aronson was holding on pretty darn tight there to Carter Bierenkot, but they're going to call the foul on Bierenkot. Cody, that could have gone both ways, but that's a big missed opportunity there for the Packers, as Red River is going to get the ball and dump it down there to Aronson down low. So Bierenkot picks up, it wasn't even on Bierenkot. It was on Jaden Grefstrud who was holding him instead. So Grefstrud picks up his second personal and the second team foul. And Joel P is just losing control of that one, and Kraft comes away with it. Slows things down a little bit, gives it back to Kraft here at the top of the key. McQuillan with the ball. Lots of movement here at the top of the key on the outsides here for the Rough Riders, trying to create an opening, maybe a backdoor cut here or there. We saw them do that a few times in the first half, and it turned out to go well in their favor. Parks with the ball here.
Kenley, this is good defense here by the Packers on the south end of the court.
And that, you are absolutely correct. They had only 4 seconds on the shot clock, and Parks was able to get the ball off, but it was called for the travel, and you're right. That was tremendous defense there by the Packers, causing a little bit of some hurry and a little bit of stress there on the Rough Riders to still keep this game within 3 points. Pease with the ball here on the near side. Back to Lemke. Lemke thought about it, gives it to Bierenkot instead. Bierenkot goes for 3, and that one's just off the mark, as they're going to say Parks wasn't on the line, and he's going to be able to save it, give it to Kraft, and Kraft's going to give it right back to Parks as Parks crosses the half-court line. McQuillan with the ball here at the top of the key. As we're going to see and hear that the fans from both sides have now started to clap their way to try to cause a little disruption. Kruger's shot is off the mark, rebounded there by Bierenkot, given to Grefstrud, then back to Lemke, who's going to be taking the ball up the court here for the Packers. Still 41-44 with 13:43 here. As I take that back, it's now 43-44 with 13:37 here. Rough Riders only lead by 1 now. Parks with the ball as he's going to slow things down here for the Rough Riders. Both teams with 2 team fouls in this second half. As Parks dishes that out to Kruger. Kruger's going to look to go all the way. And I'm not really sure what's going to happen. It looked like the ref kind of blew his whistle and then didn't blow his whistle. And that's going to cause some problems here, as that, Cody, I felt like I maybe heard the whistle a little bit, but then he continued to let the play go on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there either. It looked like that referee went for the whistle, but it was a half whistle and let the play, and Adam Polcheski is asking for an explanation.
As due to that whistle being blown, Grefstrud picks up his third personal, and he gets the third team foul as Joel Pease just snags that right out of the air and gives it back to Grefstrud down low to Bierenkot. As Bierenkot's going to put the little floater in, and the Packers retake the lead at 45-44. Nice job here by the Packers as Bierenkot's coming back again, and that one's no good, but it looks like Bierenkot's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Kenley, I said it. It's the Carter Bierenkot show. The Packers need to feed him the ball. He is not he is not scared tonight. He's going to the basket and he's getting everything.
Yeah, as one of the two seniors here on this Packers basketball team, he's really shown up here in this second half for the Packers as it remains 45-44 with exactly 13 minutes here on the clock. As we're going to have Heichert come in here for the first time in this varsity matchup as Bierenkot makes it a 2-point differential. 46-44 Packers lead with 12:56 on the game clock. McCoolin with the ball, double team. Nice job there by Parker Nelson, and they're going to say that's off of Parker Nelson last. So nice double team there between Pease and Nelson, but Rough Riders going to come away with it as McQuillan's going to be inbounding the ball here for the Rough Riders. You can see a switch there between Joel Pease and Carter Bierenkot as Payne Parks gets to the line and to the basket. So Parks is going to go to the line to shoot the and one as he ties it back up at 46-46, hoping to get the Rough Riders a 1-point lead with 12:46 here to go in this in the second half. As a big thing to point out here, Cody, Jaden Grefster just picked up his 4th personal of the night.
Yeah, that's big.
With 12:46 here to go, and there's no sign by Coach Adam Polcheski and the West Fargo Packers that he's going to be substituting Jaden Grefster out anytime soon.
Oh, Bierenkot, you got to shoot that at the top of the key.
So Packers now down by 1 as Rough Riders take the 47-46 lead with 12:30 on the clock. Joel P is for 3, and that one's in and out, but it looks like Grefster's going to come in there and fight for the ball as he's able to keep it in bounds somehow. I'm not really sure how that all happened out, but Packers come away with it. And there's going to be a foul there on the Rough Riders as that was a game of hot potato right there. I don't even know what I would call that. That was just all over the place.
But I think the net monster came back in that one, Kenley. That was some robbery there.
As Joel Pease nails the 3, and the Packers take the 49-47 lead. So both teams now have 4 team fouls as Payne Parks picked up his 2nd personal on that one, and looks like Hickert his shot was off the mark.
What a save there by Jaden Grasser to keep the ball alive.
And
falling out of bounds.
And you know, it's always fun to watch. You know, some players, when they get that fourth foul, they play a little more reserve, and Jaden Grafsrud is not afraid of that right now. And you can see it, Coach Adam Poljaski giving him a smile underneath that mask with a nice thumbs up saying, hey, way to go, kid.
And, you know, the thing I love about Grafsrud tonight, you know, some people you get that starting spot and you just play timid. And that has not been Grefsrud tonight. He's taken that spotlight and he has shined. He has impressed me a lot tonight, and he's just got to keep playing.
And he had some big shoes to fill. Carson Hagerly is a tremendous ball player on the football field and on the basketball court. As that one's going to be last touched by Bierenkot. So nice defense there by Nelson, who's able to tip it away. But it's going to remain Rough Riders ball as Parks is going to be taking it out underneath the basket. Again, scores 51-47, 11:52 on the game clock. Parks passes it to McQuillan. McQuillan's able to possibly get it across half court, which he does. As he's going to speed things up. Kraft with the ball in the far corner, gives it back to Parks. Over to McQuillan on the near side. He's going to pull it out a little bit and see if he can set something up. Screen set there by Mujalar, but that's no good. Kraft with the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. McQuillan's going to drive, no good. And they're going to say that was last touch by McQuillan. So McQuillan's not liking that call, but it's going to stay and go as the Packers are going to come out with the possession. Again, just a reminder that halftime score from Grand Forks where the girls, the Packer girls are playing the Rough Rider girls is 25-24. With the Rough Riders having the lead as that, I believe, is another form of complete robbery. But Joel Pease comes out of nowhere and is able to save it. This is an intense game here as that was Kraft coming in and just stopping that shot from going anywhere. So talk about Kraft flying in out of nowhere after they had just a turnover and stopping the 2 points from going on the Packer side of the scoreboard. Great defensive play there by Kraft. And with that, Coach Kirby Kraftian is going to be calling a timeout, and so are we. So it's 51-47, 11:02 on the game clock. We'll be back right after this break.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
And welcome back, everyone. 11:02 here on the game clock. Packers up 51-47 after Carter Bierenkot and Jaden Grefsrud, who, by the way, are cousins, with Bierenkot being a senior and Grefsrud being a junior, working kind of together to get the Packers team back rolling again. And you cannot count out the rest of the Packers players who have done a great job. Parks for three as that one rolls in and out, and that's just Stinson getting up on the ground. And Stinson makes the mistake of getting that ball down at his waist, and then after that point, Stinson does not become one of the taller guys on the court. He gets to the height of everybody else, and that causes him to not be able to get that rebound and get the second chance opportunity for the Rough Riders. Nelson with the nice little shot, and he gets that to fall, so Parker Nelson gets his fourth point of the night. And you know, Cody, Parker Nelson is not a big scorer here for the West Fargo Packers, but the one thing that we always say he has is hustle, heart, and determination. And Bierenkot's going to get the and one.
And, you know, to go off of that, Kenley, that won't go in the stat board for Parker Nelson, but that shot by Bierenkot started from Parker Nelson. Parker Nelson's hustle, he deflected, he got the possession back. Those are the things you need, those players that do the nitty-gritty stuff that doesn't give you all the glory, and that's Parker Nelson, and that's why I love him so much as a player.
As Bierenkot gets a three-point play, and just like that, it's 56-47, Packers with the lead, 10:19 on the game clock. McQuillan with the ball here as the Packers are really picking up on that defense. Bierenkot, nice little lay-in off the steal, and he makes it 58-47. As Kruger's going to look to come away with 2 points here for the Rough Riders. Doesn't get it, but doesn't get his rebound, or does get his rebound, but his second one isn't any good either. So I believe that net monster might be on both sides. Nelson with the ball in the far corner. Dumps it down there, at least tries to Grefsrud, but it's going to be Moselaar who comes away with it. Nice job there by Moselaar moving on, moving during the airtime. And Parks is able to drive to the lane and get 2 points. Nice job by Payne Parks. Taking, I believe that was a Nelson all the way to the hole. And getting 2 points that are much needed here for his team. As Lemke gets another 2 points here, and he has got 17 on the night. As Kruger's wide open down low, and that's not something the Packers can do. Packers cannot get too caught up in the fact that they now have the lead and cause Red River to get some easy baskets. So it's 60-51. Packers up by 9. 9:14 here on the clock. A scoring update, and they're going to call a charge on that, and Coach Adam Plachewski and the West Fargo Packers are not happy on that call at all.
I'm going to agree with that, Kenley. That was some good acting.
I'm not even sure if you could say that was good acting. That might have just been good luck. That push-off was very weak, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He just kind of sat down, and I believe Adam Plachewski might be getting teed up here, but he's going to get a warning instead. So Adam Plachewski given a bench warning as he's still pretty angry about that call, as Bierenkot will pick up his second personal of the night. As Nick Carlson will be coming in here for the Packers, as Jaden Grefsrud's got the ball, and that's going to be a foul called there. I believe that's going to either be on McQuillan or on Hickert, but I'm not quite sure quite yet who it's going to be. It's on Hickert, so that's going to be their 7th team foul. So Hickert picks up his first personal foul, but Grefsrud's going to go to the line shooting the 1-and-1 as Red River now has 7 team fouls. Packers not too far behind with 6 team fouls in the second half. As Grefsrud nails the first one and makes it 61-51. Packers with the 10-point lead. 9 minutes here on the game clock exactly. And that was just a little too strong, but rebounded by Joel Pease, and he's going to put the ball up and get 2 baskets. Get 2 points. And Brett Lemke's got to be careful there against Hickert, but it looks like there's going to be no foul called. And McQuillan's going to look to go all the way as a nice little floater, and that one has a nice little help there with the rim. And McQuillan makes it 63-53. Back at a 10-point differential. 8:39 on the game clock. Joel Pease for three. And that was just off the mark. But I believe they're going to be calling a foul there on Brett Lemke, and they are. So it looks like Hickert's going to be going to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. As Lemke is going to pick up his third personal of the night and the 7th team foul here for the Packers. As Bierenkot will come back in here for the Packers. As Pease will take a much deserved seat on the bench. So Heikert's able to nail the first one, get it back to a 9-point differential here. Packers up 63-54, 8:33 on the game clock. Hickert goes at solid 100% at the line at that time, goes 2 for 2, makes it 63-55, 8:30 on the clock. And remember now that both teams are currently in the bonus as both teams have 7 team fouls. Gressler with the ball, passes down to Nelson, back to Bierenkot at the top of the key. Gonna see if he can get something going here. Nice little spin move, get down low, and he puts the ball in the basket. So Bierenkot makes it back to a 10-point differential. Packers up by 10. 8:07 here in the game. As there's gonna be a hot potato between the Packers players and the Rough Rider players, but Packers are gonna come away with it. As Lemke's going to have the ball here on the near side. And he's going to maybe slow things down a little bit, see if he can set something up here for the Packers. Grefstrud with the ball. As we've mentioned many times this game, Grefstrud and Bierenkot doing a great job of getting the Packers back in this one, as the Packers were down at halftime. But that's going to be a turnover for the Packers. That's something that they want, as Kraft's got the ball here on the far side. Passes it to McQuillan. McQuillan, a good three-point shooter. Got to watch out for him beyond the arc. Kraft, good three-point shooter as well. Parks, definitely someone to watch out for, as he led the team in all categories, scoring, rebounding, and assisting the last time these two teams played. Bierenkot has a nice little floater, no good, but they're going to get a foul on it, and I believe Bierenkot's going to go line to shoot 2, which he is, so that foul is going to be on Zachary Kraft, which is going to be his third personal and the 8th team foul here of this second half.
You know, Kenley, I think the one thing the Rough Riders can do down 10 right here, now 11, is they got to target Nick Carlson. Nick Carlson is a great JV player, but varsity's just a different level. And I think what they need to do is target him, because you get from JV to varsity, it's such a higher, fast pace, and you just get a little caught up in the moment. So I think that's exactly what they need to do. They need to target him, and that'll definitely get him back into this one.
And you know, if you're the Rough Riders right now, I'm telling my guys that shoot threes. We're kind of getting to that point where we might need to start getting a little desperate here, hitting that 7-minute mark, as they're down by 11. Packers up 66-55. As Lemke's going to go all the way and make that 68-55. 6:50 on the game clock. As Parks has the ball, gives it there to Aronson, down low to Kraft, who's somehow able to corral that in, but Parker Nelson steals it away from behind. And Carter Bierenkot's going to come away with it. So Bierenkot and the Packers are not going to stop yet, as Nelson goes all the way down again. And it's now a 15-point differential here. Packers lead 70-55, as Coach Krefting for the Rough Riders is going to take a timeout, and so are we. We'll be back right after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
Welcome back, everyone. Packers with a 15-point lead here, 70-55 with 6:31 on the game clock. Again, we want to remind you of the games and events we are going to be broadcasting tomorrow. We'll have Davies versus North in boys swimming and diving at 11 a.m. We'll have Perm versus DGF in girls basketball at 12 p.m. And then we'll have Fargo Davies versus Bismarck Blizzard in girls hockey at 7 p.m. So stay tuned for that. We also want to give a shout out to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. Again, you may think that we say these sponsors' names a lot, but I cannot say them quite enough. They do so much for the high school athletics here in Fargo-Moorhead and are able to bring these streams to you. So please give them a big thank you. The next time you see them out in the community, you go to their businesses, or if you want to write a nice little thank you note. Payne Parks loses it, but it's going to go off of Joel Pease' knee last, so it is going to stay with the Red River Rough Riders. As that shaved about 36 seconds off the clock. 6:24 here. As McQuillan just going to take that ball taken away by Parker Nelson, who's able to get the basket. And Parker Nelson having himself a tremendous game. Picking up his 8th points of the night. Leading the Packers right now is Carter Bierencott, as McQuillan's shot is off the mark, rebounded there by Nelson. The next leading scorer here for the Packers would be Brett Limke. And somehow Parker Nelson was able to save that one, and Adam Polcheski is going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll stay here as I just want to go over the leading scorers here for Red River. Currently leading Red River right now is Payne Parks. He's got 19, and in second place is number 3, Brady McQuillan, who has 11. And Cody, this has been a tremendous basketball game. Packers up 72-55 with 6 minutes exactly on this game clock here in this second half, and you cannot deny that the Packers came out of that halftime not happy with where the score was on the game, and saying, hey, this is our house. We're gonna go down, and we're not gonna go down easy, and really showing up in this second half.
Still a lot of time left here, Kenley, in this one, but the Rough Riders do indeed look a little rattled. I think they need to shake it off and just get back to their basics, and did what they did in the first half to get themselves back into this one.
And, you know, we both know that from behind that three-point arc, the Rough Riders have many players that are very good. They got Parks, they got McQuillan, they got Kraft, all players that can hit that from beyond that three. So you're right, this game is not near over, as Joel Pease's 3 for the Packers is just off the mark, as Payne Parks is going to be able to get the ball across half court. And that one's just going to be tipped by Bierencott, as Hicker just was smart on that one and didn't have to go after that one, as Kraft's going to come in and Kruger's going to take a seat on the bench. A much-deserved break there for Kruger for the Rough Riders. Kraft with the ball. Again, he's going to be someone to watch for behind that three-point arc, but he's going to be called for the travel instead. So, with 5:32 left on the clock, Packers are up 72-55. As Limke's got the ball here for the Packers. Passes it over to Pease on the far side, moves his way to the middle. Nice move there by Carter Bierencott with a nice little backdoor cut by Bierencott, and Pease will go down in the books there for the assist. As he and Bierencott make it 74-55 with the Packers up with 5:13 here to go. Payne Parks for 3. I believe that one was tipped, but that doesn't matter. Payne Parks is able to get the 3 to go, and he makes it 74-58. And Cody, we just mentioned, he's one of those players that you got to watch out for. There's still 5 minutes in this game. This one is not over yet for the Red River Rough Riders. No foul there called, and that's what they wanted, but McQuillan's going to come away with the steal on that one, and McQuillan's able to get that to go in and down. So make it a 14-point differential here at West Fargo High School, where the Packers are now up 74-60 after the Red River Rough Riders are on a nice 5-0 run here to get things going for them, and their fans are starting to heat up here as the end of this one's starting to fall, and it's going to be another charge being called there on Bierencott. And, you know, this time there wasn't that many disgrace or unwanted comments there from the Packer fans. That one was pretty clear to see. So Bierencott does pick up his 3rd personal and the 8th team foul, as both teams now have 8. As Payne Parks, his shot is no good, rebounded there by the Packers. Lemke with the ball here. We'll see what the Rough Riders plan to do and what the Packers plan to do here as we hit that 4:11 mark. And just like that, Carter Bierencott makes it a 31-point night for himself, and he makes the score 76-60. And that's a nice rebound there by, that was going to be a steal there for the Packers, and instead Joel Pease is going to go away with the foul. So Payne Parks is going to go to the line to shoot the 1-1 as they have picked up their 9th team foul, the Packers have. Again, earlier tonight, the C Squad game, the Packers won 62-56, and in the JV game, the Packers won 94-59. So the Packers looking for the sweep tonight here at home. In the last game that these two played against each other in Grand Forks, the Packers did come away with a win of 83-72. So Parks does nail the first one, as his second one is just a little too short. So he makes it 76-61. 15-point differential here as we just get under that 4-minute mark in this first half. And Brett Limke is going to slow things down here for the Packers. Bierenkot with the ball, who's going to go all the way, and he's going to get the and one. And Bierenkot has really showed up here tonight for the Packers, doing a tremendous job, as he now has the same amount of points as the number on the back of his jersey and the front of his jersey being 33. So Bierenkot having a phenomenal night. The next closest person that's in the second place scoring-wise for the Packers is going to be Brett Limke, as he has 19.
And Kenley, you said it just with that score right there, 34. Carter Bierenkot is third on Magnitude Sports records for most points by a player. The most is 38.
Which we both know could happen very soon.
And that's by Ty Satter from Fargo Davies.
Oh, he had a tremendous game last year where he hit 3 after 3 after 3. That was a fun one to watch. Magnitude had that one covered as well, and that was a good game.
So Bierenkot is well on his way, reaching that 38 and potentially being number 1 on that records book.
What's a number 2?
Number 2 is also 38 by Ben Holverson from Grand Forks Central Knights.
So Payne Parks does go 2 for 2, makes it 79-63 here at West Fargo High School, as Coach Crafty and the Riders are going to take a timeout, and so are we. We'll be back right after this.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 3:38 left in this second half. Packers lead 79-63. We don't have any update yet on the score from Grand Forks, but we do have the halftime score, which was 25-24. Red River with the lead. As Packers got their 10th team foul, so from now on, Rough Riders are going to be in that double bonus, as Red River has 19 fouls, so next foul given by the Rough Riders will cause the Packers to go to that double bonus as well. We just got finished here before we went to break, as Payne Parks made 2 free throws and was able to get the score to 79-63. As the defense has definitely picked up here for the Rough Riders, that they're realizing this is getting to crunch time with 3:27 on the game clock. Nice job there by Carter Bierenkot on the backdoor cut, so Pease the Bierenkot as Pease will go down with the assist and make it 81-63. Nice job there by Bierenkot, and we're going to get a slam, and we are! And Carter Bierenkot lays that one down, and he makes it 83-63. Biggest lead of the night here for the Packers as they are up by 20.
And Kenley, Bierenkot hit that 38, excuse me. He's tied with Ty Satter for the most points by a player on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Oh, and he almost was able to get that one, but no good. Turnover there for the Packers, as that one was just fumbled between them, as Kraft tries to go for the 2 points, but no good, as that one is stolen from him. Zepeda with the ball, back to Pease, who's going to maybe go all the way, which he does, and Pease lays in the nice 2 points. So Joel Pease gets the basket. Zepeda goes down for the assist. Score here is 85-63, 2:20 on that clock as Kraft goes for 3, and that one is good, so Kraft does make it 85-66. with just about 2:10 here to go in this second half. Bierenkot with the ball here. He's going to get it across the court to Zepeda as Parker Nelson was wide open, but Parks did a good job closing out on Zepeda, so he wasn't able to see Nelson open on the other side. Nelson with the ball. Gives it over there to Bierenkot, who's going to look to go all the way, which he is, and just like that, Carter Bierenkot takes the lead on the Magnitude Sports Media Network record books with most points in a game, as he just got 40 on the night. So congratulations to Carter Bierenkot for coming out and having a tremendous game so far. 87-66. Packers are up with 1:38 here to go. And this was kind of how the JV game went. At halftime, you would not have thought this was the score, but Packers coming out strong after halftime from that JV game, and they're coming strong out after halftime of this varsity game. And it's looking like they're going to come away with the win, and just a tremendous, tremendous effort here by Carter Bierenkot, who has 40 points so far tonight. Again, Packers without Carson Hagerly tonight, as he is not able to play today. So big shoes were filled there by Jaden Grafsrud, who did a tremendous job there for the Packers as well. So looks like Packers are going to go to line to shoot the double bonus now that Red River has picked up their 10th team foul, as Limke's shot is just a little bit short. As
Bierenkot will check out, so I think it's going to be 40.
I would agree. Bierenkot having a phenomenal game, just doing a tremendous job, as we see some substitutions come in here. So Limke's also going to take a seat on the bench. He'll go down as 20 points tonight, as he is in second place in the scoring bracket here for the Packers. As Jancy, Larson, Nelson, Lamberts, and Grafsrud all came in here for the Packers. Kraft with the ball, who thought about the three, does a nice little move. The floater's just a little too short, though, and Kruger's going to come away with it for the Red River. Parks with the ball. He's going to look to drive, and that one's going to be no foul, so Packers are going to come away with it. There's 1:03 left on the game clock. Jancy with the ball in the near corner, given to Larson, who was wide open. Back to Jancy at the top of the key, guarded there by McQuillan. Jancy dead with the ball, needs to get the ball out, gives it to Grafsrud. Grafsrud again having a tremendous night, filling in for Carson Hagerly, who is unable to play tonight, as Jancy goes for the three, and that one's just off the mark, but rebounded there by Grafsrud, and gives it to Carlson, who's able to put up a shot, and that one's just off the mark, but Lamberts gets it, and that one is just off the mark as well, as that is that is some robbery there about 3 times in a row. There's about a 3-second difference here between the game clock and the shot clock, but that won't matter anymore, as Muselar makes it 69 for the Rough Riders, and the Packers are at 88. So 15 seconds here. Looks like the Packers might just try to let this clock run out on this one and come away with a win tonight. Jancy with the ball. That's going to be the last touch there by Kruger, as CJ Knutsen's going to be coming in here for the Packers. And Jaden Grafsrud, who filled in tonight for Carson Hagerly and had a phenomenal game. And really showed up here in the second half along with his cousin Carter Bierenkot, did a tremendous job tonight. So CJ Knutsen's going to hold on to the ball here for the Packers as the clock ticks down, and that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. 88-69 here as the Packers take the lead with a 3-game sweep, as CJV and Varsity all come away with a win. We want to remind you that we will be back here Tuesday, as the West Fargo Packers are going to be taking on the Wahpeton Huskies, and at 7:30 we'll have CJV and Varsity at that time, streaming beginning at 4:15. We also want to remind you that tonight Carter Bierenkot did break the scoring record for Magnitude Sports Media Network on getting 40 points tonight, beating out previously Ty Satter, who had 38.
51-41, Grand Forks Red River.
As we just did get an update, as well as a final from Grand Forks, as the Red River Rough Riders won 51-41 there. So the Packer girls coming away with a loss tonight. Again, we want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We hope you had a good time. Have a safe and fun weekend, everyone, and thank you so much for listening. Take care.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.